Aries, welcome to your reading for the month of August here on the Astroflower. I've already done the collective reading and I've called it Own It in August. I've asked people to comment on the collective reading to see what they think. There's also things like Awesome August, Align with August, various sort of suggestions that's going on there. So you may want to go and see the collective reading and see what you think about it, and leave a comment in that section to sort of see what you think August is all about. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely reading and welcome to the Astroflower. Let's just see what's going on with the overall energy for you in August. King of Wands. Yes, I think you're going to own this, Aries. I really think you're going to own this. I think in July you've applied things in July. I think it's brought you to a stage now for August. It's kind of going, I know how to deal with this. And this is it's very much an Aries card. It's sitting in your power, and you know it. When you're right, Aries. There's no doubt about it. And you will go ahead and get the results that you need, not only on your material side, but also on your relationship side. And you haven't got time, you don't suffer fools gladly. And it's like, that's the sort of attitude that's coming out of this. And it's kind of going, no time to waste. We know what we got to do collectively and individually. Certainly as an Aries, you know what you've got to do, and you're just going to go ahead and do it. On your relationship side, the Devil. There's a few people who've got the Devil. It was more of a July card than an August card. I've got to say, August is got a lot more sort of tower card than anything else, but it doesn't seem to be a tower for fire signs, that's for sure. But I think within the relationships here is the Devil's in the detail. There could be some people around you that may not really enjoy your success, enjoy your happy-go-lucky vibe that you've discovered within you, that you want to engage in relationships in a really beautiful way. And that could be anything to do with your family, friends, or community, but also to do with your partnership as well. And it's the Devil is in the detail. Noticing the little things that are around you will free you up. In the first week, yes, carrying too much. I think that is a thing of the past for you in regards to your relationship. It's just a case of trying to sort everything out for everybody else rather than just sorting out for yourself. And that's where the Devil is in the detail. I've got to say that everybody is having particular changes that are happening in week 2, week 3, and I will be doing a special reading on that because it's come out in every single sign. There's a real flip moment going on. Let's see what's going on in week 2. Yes, look at that. From the 10 of Wands through to the Ace of Swords. Claiming that crown of the King of Wands, basically owning it. And this is that change that comes in. And when you do own it, in regards to your relationships, and it's almost sort of saying, I have a vision of how, I'd like relationships to be with me and my family and my friends and all of that, and my partner. And the Ace of Swords is, because I initiate it, I get that feeling of it's really working for me in every aspect, and things seems to be, it's like you're no longer, fighting against the tide. The tide is now pushing in your favor from the second week. And it brings in a lot of possibilities and a lot of freedom, I think, and social freedom. Yeah, and then in the third week, you get this call to a mission. Maybe it's a case of someone coming into your life that you really do appreciate, that you want to connect with in a really nice way, that you want to be involved in them and they want to be involved in you. And it's almost like a call to mission to be together. This could be with your existing partner as much as anybody else. But it is definitely, opening up the possibilities of going on a mission or exploring a particular relationship that is around you. And it could be someone that is coming into your life, actually. But I think you're more going into somebody else's life. I think that's what it comes into it, because you've got the Ace of Swords prior to that. And I think this is sparking that idea of actually going into other people's life. It's going to free you up enormously. Where in the past you might have been emotionally stuck within a situation. And I think this call to mission is freedom. This call to that sensation of not being tied in any sort of relationship emotionally through emotional blackmail and stuff like that. And I think that's what you've got to understand here. The devil is in the detail. And by the end of the August, you're going to be in a situation where you do need to make sure you are free from relationships that are just a little bit toxic. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person and stuff like that. They just haven't got the same values of you. You know, that, or they don't look at the relationships in the same way as what you do. So, you know, it's freeing yourself up. Let's just see what happens on your financial side. On your karmic mission, you have the Hangman, seeing things in a different way. And this is coming up for fire signs a lot. It's a case of working smarter rather than harder. I think this is seeing things in a different way. It comes from the tree of knowledge, so you know what you're doing and where you're going. And you do work hard, Aries. You do work incredibly hard. But at the same time, do you have to do everything? Can you not delegate some of the work to colleagues? Can you not also sort of, stop trying to push things that are not really working within your business? Concentrate on the things that are working. It's a week to calculate and see things differently. In the first week is the recognition of the good work that you do, the good quality work that you do. You've done this, and it's emotionally engaged with your heart's desires, as it were. And when you do this, you're going to be attracting people around you that do good work as well. And it seems like you're making a team or a collective here. If you've got the opportunity for a change of job where you're working closely with 2 or 3 other people, I think that'd be a good thing to do. If you're looking to connect your business to other businesses, I think that's a good thing to do. Yes, because it's going to breed in happiness after difficulty. This is this change that's coming in the 2nd to 3rd week. And it's seeing things differently, playing smarter rather than harder, I think is a really essential for you, for your happiness within the workspace. Because you know as well as I do, the moment you're happier within your workspace, the better the work that comes out the other end, isn't it? You know, and so I would apply that within your life. In the 3rd week, you get the 9 of Wands. And applying it means taking on that one there, going off on your career path, following with passion your business, your projects and so forth, and using the other ones as sort of messages within your life that stop you repeating bad things that in the past. That is the barrier that you get through in order to get to that happiness. You realize it in the 2nd week, and in the 3rd week you start applying it. And the moment you start applying it, that's when the King of Wands really comes into the fore, basically. In the 3rd week, you get the Page of Cups. All of a sudden, everything becomes possible. It could well be as well that you've been wistfully toying with an idea that really makes you happy, and that drives your heart and drives that 10 of Cups there, of changing a job, of doing a different type of job, or opening up a business, or whatever it is. There's some sort of, like a dream in a way, almost like sort of like, a childhood dream. It seems like it's a long-term dream, something that's, or ambition rather than dream, I think, more than anything else. And then you're getting a good look at it and seeing what is possible here. And it may trigger a big change in you going into the month of September. We will see about that. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much, Aries, for being with us, sharing, liking, subscribing, and all of those sort of support that you can give us through YouTube algorithms. It's absolutely beautiful. I do appreciate it. Also, there's links in the description below where you can get a private reading and also a healing session. There's also a email in the description below, because I will be giving energy workshops in September, October in the UK, and October, November in the United States. Basically there's an email there, so if it interests you, just drop us an email to sort of say what sort of if that interests you, but more importantly where you are in the world, so I can then try and organize workshops that is within your vicinity. So basically tell you when there's going to be a workshop that's not too far from where you are. I'm also looking to do workshops in Australia. I've had some interest on that sort of thing. I need to get between 12 and 15 people on a workshop in order to make it viable. It's a weekend workshop. We spend a lovely weekend together exploring energies, and it will be absolutely beautiful. Let's just get on. Let's just see what the clarification is all about. The King of Wands, owning it, sitting in your power. Yeah, with the Empress here, this is divine counterparts in a way, but there is a degree here where having a control over your emotions gives that position of power, weight and authority, and creates a lot of possibilities to create a beautiful future. And I think this is what you're applying, certainly within your business side, and you're actually going after in your relationship side, opening up the world of possibilities. What's the devil in the detail? The devil in the detail is all about love, basically. How you connect with people. And this is what I was talking about, those little things that maybe you may perceive as being controlling. As I said, it doesn't necessarily it doesn't necessarily mean that the other people are nasty or not very nice and anything like that. It's not what I get. It's more a case of that, you may not correspond to someone else. And you've got to see that within the detail. And maybe you've just been ignoring it, and this is why you may have that sensation that you're carrying too much. With that 10 of Wands, you get the 2 of Wands. Yes, this is the sort of staff that you need to take on and plan for your future. Realizing that, within your relationships, that it may not necessarily be exactly as you so desire. Therefore, changes need to be made within your relationships that are around you. The moment you do, that's when the Ace of Swords kicks in, and you can gives you that sensation like you're winning everything. With the Ace of Swords, you get the Queen of Swords, a definite direction to be taken within you. And you do that in the second week. This is the big changes that I'm talking about that are coming through at the moment. And the other thing is she's very similar to the Empress as well, because she's got a control over her emotions as she makes this decision. It's not gender specific, obviously, but it's when you have control over your emotions, then you can really take a direction that corresponds to you and head off in that direction. And it's going to make you feel like that, yes, you're freed up and you're winning at life. A decision that needs to be made. And this is what I was talking about the second and third week here. Hang on a second. I just noticed it now. Now, I've had something annoying my nose there, and I've realised it's like a little hair, little dog hair that's been floating around my nose. Do apologise. A decision that needs to be made here. This could be a decision to do with those lovers there. And this is where you're going to be on a call to a mission. It could be on a call to mission to save someone, save your marriage. It could be on a call to a mission to, save you and your love for life and engage with someone new. But whatever it is, out of this, as freedom will come, liberation will come, I think. Whichever it is, and it's taking that decision and making, to take a direction which we saw here, and making that decision to sort of follow your mission in regards to your relationships will really open a lot of doors for you. Yeah, there is. Okay, so you get the 8 of Swords, feeling of sensation, of feeling trapped, but you also now get the 3 of Wands, which is a card of procrastination. I think in this decision here, I think it's waiting to see if people are going to follow you through here. And it's like, It's like you're in a, if you imagine like you're with a group of, you're in a crowd of people and you can't see for toffee everything that is around you because there's just so many people. And all of a sudden you get out of that crowd. And that's what the freedom kind of go, oh, wow, now I can see everything. Where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be with? And that's what that moment of reflection is. And I think that comes because of this vibration that comes through in the second and third week. And it's by the fourth week, by the end of August, you're going to be reflecting upon which direction to now go forth to follow your mission or follow the decision that you have made according to your relationships. On your material side, the Hangman, judgment. Yes? Responding to your calling. That's basically what it's all about here. And I think this calling is within you from a long time. And it could be something that comes up on the surface to do with these changes, certainly to do with this Ten of Cups, this realization, seeing the reality for what it really is. And with that calling, I think it just seems to be in a new direction, different to what you've actually been doing up to now. And I think it's tied to something from very much further in the past. With the Three of Pentacles, you get the Wheel of Fortune. I think this excellent work and recognition for your excellent work, and also pulling in other people who do good quality work, which makes and allows you to work smarter rather than harder. That's what sort of happens in that first week. And then with that, you realize that happiness after difficulty is definitely the goal for you to take. And with the Ten of Cups, you get the Knight of Swords. There's definite call to a mission over the second and third week of August. And that call to mission is to call to happiness, basically. And I think you realise that within you. And that's what that whole sort of playing smarter rather than harder is all about. Let's just see what this Nine of Wands, what are these healthy boundaries that are happiness? Yes, I think it does make you happy. Yes, I think you realise a lot of things within your life. Yes, I think it brings you a lot of freedom on your career path. And I think this is what if it doesn't make me happy, I ain't going to do it. That's the sort of healthy boundary you're looking at here. Absolutely beautiful. With the Page of Cups, you get the King of Wands again. Yes. This is it, Page of Cups. This is what I was talking about. Taking a new direction, being the leader, owning it in August. Certainly within your material side. And this may be the knock-on effect that have to make those sort of decisions about your relationship side. It could well be that you've decided to, I don't know, go and be a whale observationist on a boat somewhere. And normally you live up the mountains. And you're going to have to tell that the people that are around you and leave the people that are around you in order to do it. It's that sort of thing. That's a bit drastic, obviously, but it's that sort of thing. And there seems to be a bit of movement, certainly with that going on there. And I think it's, should I, shouldn't I? Should I stay or should I go? I'm singing that in another sign. Who was it? Scorpio. Should I stay or should I go? And I think for you, that's what it's all about. Taking the lead within your career path will make changes in your relationship side this month here. There you go, Aries. Don't forget about all those links in the description below. Thank you very much for being here, showing your support for this channel. Don't forget about the monthly collective as well that's going to come out there. I will see you for your weekly readings on Saturday. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.